What's up, everybody? This is Morgan Flowerchild of Flowerchild Productions Incorporated, and you are watching Amplified Exposure Live with Teresa B. Let's get it. Keep shining, let it shine like a diamond. Keep shining, let it shine like a diamond.
Good evening, Facebook. This is your girl, Teresa B, coming to you live and direct from Amplified Exposure Live. Today, I have my wonderful guest, the talented and the lovely and the beautiful, I hope I don't mess her name up, Cosima?
That's right, yeah.
Yes, Cosima. She has been on the scene for a very long time singing. She is from London, correct?
Yep.
She's got the British accent, and she's beautiful. And she came on my show today, not just because she's a dope British artist, but she came on my show today because she likes me. So for those of you that are out there in La La Land, TV Land, and all the other lands out there, we got 30 minutes of excitement, and she might even sing for us. So, how are you, Miss Cosima? How are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm just kind of, it's the evening or like night here, so I'm good.
Good. So glad to finally meet you. I've been listening to your music all day today, and I've been researching, and I'm like, wow, she really has a beautiful voice. Now, I have not heard any of your music prior, but I'm glad I've been exposed because now I am going to tell all my friends about this beautiful music that you have that is tucked away that I didn't know about. How long have you been in the industry?
For a while now, for like a few years, and kind of a while back, I decided I wanted to become a singer. So I grew up in London, but then I moved to Germany and I took classical singing lessons there because I figured like if I'm going to be a singer, I should probably be able to sing like properly. So just have like free expression. So yeah, so I've been doing it for a few years now.
Wow. So when did you first know that you were going to be a singer?
I think I knew from when I was like a kid that I loved singing. Like I knew that I found something in singing that I didn't find in other things in terms of like expression. But to me, it was such a pure thing that I didn't think that would be something I'd want to do like as a job. And then kind of in my late teens, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Everything else kind of doesn't make me as happy as music. So I should probably just do that.
Right. So at how old were you? Did you give me a specific age?
I was kind of in my like late teens. It was kind of like an interesting, it wasn't like a definitive like process. It was more this kind of like hazy, because I think for me music is such an emotional thing. So it's kind of this like hazy period of like trying to figure out.
Right. Do you play any instruments?
Yeah, I write on the piano and on the guitar, but I sing better than I play anything.
Wow. Do you play by ear?
Kind of. I grew up like with more like classical training, so I learned via like reading music, which actually is much less useful than just being able to like play stuff by ear. So I sing by ear, but with instruments, I read music.
Awesome. And so over in your country, did you have like a producer or someone to help you get started, or is it just everything on your own?
So I had actually the first person who, when I got back, because I moved to Germany and then I came back to London, the first person is a person who's now my sister's fiance. Like he was the first person that took me seriously and was like, fine, like you can come to my studio and we'll make a board and we'll write down your goals and like what you want to do. And that was quite important because I feel like you always need that first person who takes you seriously and who has some kind of belief in you. And then from there, I kind of met other people, but I kind of, in terms of creative, it's me kind of delegating everything to the team.
So you're compared to Tracy Chapmen and Sade. You're like a mixture in between. Do you agree with that comparison?
I think it definitely makes sense. Like I listened to a lot, like the first song that I consciously remember like hearing and like listening to the voice was Tracy Chapmen, Behind the Wall, and that was a cappella. And I think when something's a cappella, and I was like a child, and I just remember hearing it and just being like, for the first time, I'm following a story, and I can follow a story. And then my mum was like, did like a clear out of all the CDs, and that was one of the CDs she cleared out. And I literally spent the next 10 years trying to figure out what this song was.
Cool, cool, cool. Prince Bernard says he loves you. He's one of your fans. Cool. So I have 2 samples of your music that I have put onto this show, added onto this show. Let me see if I can find them. I'm going to play one. It looks like it starts with Girls Who. I can't see the rest of the title because it's but it looks like you were live in concert. So I'm
my gosh, yeah, that's a funny one. That
okay.
Song.
Yeah. Did you want to introduce it? You want to talk about it?
Yeah. This is Girls Who Get Ready, and that's one of my like earlier songs, and it's like a song that I really like, a very playful song, which I like.
She's so sweet, y'all. All right, I'm going to play the song for you, and we'll be right back. That was so awesome.
It's so funny because that one's like a trip down memory lane, and it's a funny song because it's like it's like some songs are like, like vocal songs, where, like when you sing them, you're like, oh, I'm singing, and that one's more like a light one. So it's really fun to watch.
That was so pretty. Thank you for sharing your gift with us. Wow, amazing. So, have you traveled throughout the country with your music? I don't know where that concert was, but where have you been so far?
So it's been really interesting because I kind of was gonna do more live stuff last year, and obviously that was not good. It's not gonna happen. But I kind of like traveled around Europe, kind of like through to like Germany and kind of like Lisbon and kind of yes, it's been more kind of like Europe focused.
Okay. Not too much in the United States yet.
No.
Yeah. Oh, you will be. Oh, you will be. As soon as we're over this pandemic, you're gonna be everywhere because you're great. So who does do you do your own personal writing for your songs, or do you have a writer for the song?
So I write everything. So like in terms, especially lyrics. Lyrics is because I love collaborating with other writers, but that's always more like chords production because I'm just someone that has to write from my own experience. Like I love singing other people's songs in terms of like covers. But when it comes to like my songs, I just that's how I release everything. So I have to write.
Right. That's your passion. So if you had to choose someone in the industry that is really talented or compared to you, kind of like on the same vocals, who would you choose to work with?
Oh, like as a singer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's really interesting because I love kind of like romantic duets, but a lot of the male singers that like it's always people I don't know, like people from the past maybe, like those male vocals that are just like amazing. But I'm trying to think who's someone. There's this singer called Dijon. He has like a really beautiful voice. Obviously Frank Ocean has like the most beautiful voice, gift, everything.
Mm-hmm. What about, look, I'm going to compare you to some R&B people. What about singing a song with Usher?
Oh my gosh. You know what? Like the Confessions album is one that just reminds me so much of like youth. I mean, I love Usher.
Yeah, I could see you guys hitting it off. Usher or like a Neo, or I could see you doing something big with Neo.
I love there's a kind of we love a male vocalist. That's like a vocalist.
Flo said, "Who would like you like?" Okay, I just asked that question, Flo. You're late. Thank you, ma'am. So, this is the cool thing about having a live audience because you can actually talk to them while you're on the screen. So this is awesome.
Ooh.
So she's talking junk to me now. I took her question. I did. I took your question. So we have another video that I want to show. But before we actually show the video, Cosima had told me that if I asked her to sing a little bit, she might be ready. Do you think you're a little ready now?
Sure, why not?
Give us a little something.
Okay, let me think. What's like something that I like to sing a cappella? Okay, I'm gonna sing a tiny bit of my favorite Nancy Wilson song. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'll choose a random key and see what happens.
Okay.
Wish I knew why I'm so in love with you. No one else in this world will do. Darling, please save your love for me. Run away. If I were wise, I'd run away. But like a fool in love, I stay and pray you'll save your love for me.
Wow. I just got chills. Like I heard the Sade and I heard the Tracy Chapmen. Now I see why they make a comparison. I actually felt that. Like wow. The young Sade for real. Like that is awesome. So, how did you that? I don't even know what to say because it's not like I can say how did you come up with that voice because you don't because it's God's gift, right? So, like, did you like try to aim for a certain sound because people try to be different, or is it just something that came natural for you?
It's really interesting because it's kind of like a sound that my voice has always had. Like, I remember when I was like 12, someone came up to my mom after like a school concert and they were like, she sounds like Sade. And I was like, in my head, I was like, I don't know who that is. But like, for a second, I was like, I'm not going to listen to this person's music because I don't want to copy the sound in case it's. And then I kind of, when I took singing lessons, my singing teacher, she was like, you can't, because I also have quite a low voice. And when you're like a girl, everyone has like these high voices. So all the boys are like, ugh, like, why do you sound like that? And then my singing teacher was like, you can't manipulate what your voice does. Like, as soon as you start to change the shape of your throat to change the sound, it's not yours anymore. So she just taught me like how to do scales, how to look after my vocal cords. And she was like, the most important thing for a singer is to just accept. So you throw out the sound and that's who you are. And then your job is to work to accept that. So that's kind of always been my thing, is just to allow my voice to sound how it sounds naturally and just to make sure my technique is strong. And then after doing all of that, then I kind of like listened to Sade a bit more and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I can see. I can't sit here and be like, no.
Yeah. Good. That's a good technique. So let me see what the people are saying. She is beautiful. Yes, she is. Clap, clap, clap. Very bluesy voice. Yes, I agree. Flo, with that. So we're going to go ahead and play. She has some more music that I want to display. This is about 5 minutes of like a 22-minute video. So we're going to listen to this and then we'll be right back.
I don't know the first time I kicked you out, the whole block was watching. The second time wasn't as loud, but it was 10 times as sad. 7 days of the week caught up under ceilings, and he's not like you. I can't figure out what he's feeling. Just want summer with him. There's nothing better than that. No, there's nothing sadder than that. Just want summer with him. Listening to England lose that. There's nothing better than there's nothing sadder than that. Just want summer with him. There's nothing better than that. No, there's nothing better than that. There's nothing sadder than this. A dark horse in a cold crowd, that is all you ever see me be. But when dawn breaks, so do I. When you come and say come over to me, I didn't even stop to breathe before I made my way to leave. I just want you now. Thing for me to do. I just want you around me. I'll play dumb if you leave me there, even if it's just enough. Need you to leave me there. I'm wanting you to leave me there. Yeah, I'm needing you to leave me there. I'm wanting you to leave me there. Yeah, I'm needing you to leave me there. Didn't you say leave me? Didn't you say? Didn't you say leave me? Didn't you say? Didn't you say leave me? Didn't you say? You were someone cruel, moonlightiness, someone tender. And you were someone high, moonlightiness, someone with feelings. Oh, I was someone smart, moonlightiness, someone stupid. Oh, I was someone who knew better, moonlightiness, someone dumb. Ought to be close to you, something special. Just so fucked up too. To be close.
So it was 22 beautiful minutes, but unfortunately, StreamYard only takes 5. So thank you so much for that. So, are you working on any new projects?
Yes, I'm actually just in the middle of really like doing the final touches of my next project, which is out like next month. So
What's
I'm
the
very
name of it?
excited about that. It's called The Fun Is Here. That's the working title. I'm having like some, like last minute creative ideas, but that's the working title.
Okay. So how many, is it going to be like an EP or is it a single or?
It's funny because it's not an album, but it's longer than an EP. So it kind of is, I wanted to put the songs together, but I knew they weren't an album. They weren't the kind of songs I want on an album, but I do want them to live as a body of work.
Awesome. So if someone wanted to reach out to you, like one of your fans or someone in the music industry, how could they reach you after today?
I have social media, and my handles on like Instagram and Twitter, like COS1MA. Okay,
awesome. Flo said she could see your music in movies. I can see that too, Flo.
I love your music so much.
Yes. We're going to make that happen because this show is going to stretch very far. So we're going to make sure that everybody, whether it's music or film, will actually get to see your work. And you guys go out and buy her next single. When is it coming out?
It's February. We're still figuring out the exact dates, but it's February.
Okay, so just go ahead and send it to me and I'll blast it everywhere for you. So for those of you out there, this is Miss Cosima. She's beautiful. She's talented. She sounds like Sade, mixture of Sade and Tracy Chapmen. Her music is dope and original. Please go out and get it when it comes out in February because you will not be disappointed. I'm gonna take the show out with one of your songs playing. I think I'm gonna play the video that we played in the beginning. How's that to end the show? Cool? All right, you take care of yourself, and I really enjoyed you. Thank you so much for coming on my show today.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, you have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Bye.